Have you ever noticed your dog jumping into the car, tail wagging, eyes wide with excitement, as if a simple ride is the greatest adventure in the world? Some dogs sit patiently, noses pressed against the window, while others pace, whine, or nudge your hand until you start the engine. It's more than just a desire to go somewhere. Dogs experience car rides in ways we often underestimate. From instinct to emotion, a ride in a vehicle engages their senses, their curiosity, and their bond with you. Understanding why dogs love car rides can reveal insights about their intelligence, instincts, and deep emotional connection with humans. Dogs experience the world primarily through scent. A car ride exposes them to a flood of new smells, streets, parks, other animals, and even the breeze itself. Each whiff is like a story, an exploration, and a discovery. For a dog, every ride is a constantly changing sensory adventure. The world outside isn't just scenery, it's a living, moving tapestry of smells that engages their mind in ways that walking around the neighborhood cannot. The excitement you see is their brain processing new, stimulating information. But it's not just smells movement excites them. Dogs are naturally attuned to motion, and a moving vehicle stimulates curiosity and alertness. Their senses are heightened as the landscape changes rapidly. New sounds enter their world, and the vibrations of the car communicate energy. Many dogs love the feeling of wind on their faces, ears flapping, and tails wagging, all signaling joy, anticipation, and a sense of freedom. Even subtle changes in motion, like turning a corner or accelerating, bring an added layer of excitement. For some dogs, car rides are an opportunity to bond with their humans. The car is a confined space where dogs experience proximity, attention, and shared experiences. Sitting beside you, leaning against your shoulder, or resting at your feet communicates trust and companionship. Dogs often read your energy calm, happy, or excited and mirror it, creating a shared emotional journey. A simple car ride becomes a ritual of connection, where the world outside is secondary to the shared experience inside. Dogs also associate car rides with anticipation and reward. Even before you reach your destination, the journey itself is filled with expectation. They might recall trips to the park, beach, or a favorite hiking trail, and the memory triggers excitement, joy, and readiness for adventure. This anticipation mirrors human excitement. A dog's tail wag is often a signal of mental engagement, not just happiness. The ride becomes a psychological journey as much as a physical one. Some dogs feel stimulated by novelty. Every car ride is a new story. Streets change, people pass by, and unexpected sights and sounds appear. Dogs, especially intelligent breeds, thrive on novel experiences. They observe, smell, and react to an environment that constantly evolves. Even short trips, a ride to the grocery store, a visit to a friend, or a drive through a new neighborhood, can ignite curiosity and wonder. Their excitement isn't random. It's a response to a world that is always new, always moving, and always full of information. Car rides also offer a sense of freedom and exploration. Even though they're confined inside a vehicle, dogs perceive motion as liberation. Windows open, scents flow in, and the passing scenery allows them to experience life in a way they can't on a leash. For some dogs, it's the closest they get to flying, running, or being part of a larger, moving world. The exhilaration they show is their body responding to physical and sensory stimulation, releasing endorphins and increasing joy. For many dogs, the car is also associated with adventure and novelty. It's a vehicle that transports them to parks, trails, beaches, and new neighborhoods, all places where they can explore freely. The scent, sounds, and visual stimulation of these destinations linger in their memory, creating a positive feedback loop. They don't just enjoy the ride, they anticipate the possibilities at the end of it. Every car ride is a story, a journey, and a potential adventure waiting to unfold. Safety is another subtle factor. Dogs often feel secure near their humans in a moving vehicle. Confined in the car, they sense the stability of your presence and guidance. The movement might be unpredictable, but with you at the wheel, they feel confident, safe, and cared for. This combination of excitement and security makes car rides a uniquely satisfying experience, blending thrill with comfort. Some dogs even display adaptive intelligence during rides. They learn routines, anticipate turns, or recognize familiar routes. A clever dog may associate a left turn with the park, a right turn with the vet, or a sudden stop with treats. Their brains constantly process information, make predictions, and engage with the environment. Every ride is not just emotional, it's mental stimulation, enhancing cognition and problem-solving abilities. Weather can also influence their enjoyment. Sunny days often make dogs more playful, noses pressed to the wind, while rainy or cold days may see them more subdued or calm. They are attuned to environmental conditions, and their behavior reflects comfort, curiosity, and excitement levels. Dogs are experts at reading the world, and the car exposes them to sensory changes that feed their intelligence and emotional responses. Car rides also strengthen emotional attachment. When dogs associate you with enjoyable experiences like rides, parks, and trips, they deepen trust and reliance. They learn that your presence brings joy, safety, and adventure, reinforcing the human-dog bond. A car ride is more than transportation. It's a lesson in loyalty, companionship, and shared joy. Even simple trips can provide mental enrichment. Dogs process sights, sounds, and smells in rapid succession, keeping their minds active. This mental stimulation reduces boredom, stress, and anxiety. Dogs often return home from a ride calm, happy, and engaged, reflecting the benefits of novel sensory experiences. The ride itself becomes a form of enrichment, balancing physical, mental, and emotional needs. Many dogs also love windows because they combine freedom with observation. The breeze on their face, the sights of moving scenery, and the smells streaming through the window create a sensory symphony. Dogs experience the world in layers: visual, olfactory, auditory, and the moving car amplifies every sensation. Tail wags, attentive ears, and focused eyes are all signs of engagement and enjoyment. For some dogs, car rides also encourage social observation. They watch pedestrians, other animals, cars, and street activity, learning about the world around them. This observational learning is stimulating, educational, and mentally enriching. Even without direct interaction, the brain activity engaged during rides fosters intelligence, awareness, and curiosity. Routine drives, whether daily walks transported by car, errands, or weekly outings, create predictable joy. Dogs thrive on patterns of positive reinforcement. They learn that car rides bring pleasure, excitement, or comfort. Anticipation of routine rides can trigger joy even before the engine starts, highlighting how memory and expectation drive emotional responses. Car rides also provide a safe space for expression. Some dogs howl, bark, or whine when excited. Others focus intently on the scenery. Some may press against you for comfort or lean against the door to feel movement. Every reaction is valid, instinctual, and part of their way of processing the experience. Dogs communicate through behavior, and rides provide an outlet for both sensory engagement and emotional expression. For puppies, car rides are critical for socialization. Exposure to new sights, sounds, and movements teaches them to be confident and adaptable. Positive experiences in the car reduce fear and anxiety later in life. The early association of rides with fun, safety, and companionship creates a foundation for lifelong enjoyment and trust. Dogs also sense human emotional cues during rides. They read your energy, tension, or excitement, responding accordingly. Calm drivers often result in relaxed dogs, while excitement or nervousness may amplify energy levels. This sensitivity highlights the emotional intelligence of dogs, as well as the role humans play in shaping the experience. Some dogs even experience rides as a form of mental escape. The constant motion, changing environment, and sensory input provide a break from routine, boredom, or stress at home. The car becomes a moving adventure that stimulates the brain, engages senses, and strengthens bonds with the driver. Older dogs, or those with mobility challenges, often love car rides for accessibility. They can experience the world outside, smells, sights, and stimulation without the strain of walking. For them, car rides provide joy, engagement, and inclusion in experiences they might otherwise miss. Car rides also serve as a confidence booster for many dogs. Experiencing movement, new surroundings, and brief interactions through the window teaches them to adapt to change. Each ride reinforces the understanding that the world can be exciting rather than intimidating, and that you are there to guide and protect them. Some dogs treat car rides as a form of anticipatory joy. Even before the engine starts, their brains are already engaging with memories of past trips. They anticipate smells, sights, and interactions that bring excitement and mental stimulation. This anticipation triggers dopamine release, the same chemical in humans causes feelings of pleasure and reward, which makes car rides emotionally enriching long before the journey begins. Car rides are also a unique form of sensory enrichment. The combination of visual scenery, scents, wind, and engine vibrations engages multiple senses simultaneously, keeping the dog mentally alert and engaged. Unlike a walk, which is mostly linear and predictable, a car ride is dynamic, constantly changing, and full of stimuli that challenge the mind and reinforce curiosity. Every stoplight, turn, and street adds layers to their sensory experience, making each ride a stimulating adventure. Additionally, car rides strengthen problem-solving skills and observation. Dogs often anticipate turns, notice approaching traffic, or respond to changes in speed and environment. Their brains work to process these changes, integrating memory, spatial awareness, and predictability. predictive instincts. This makes the ride not only emotionally enjoyable, but cognitively beneficial, exercising their intelligence in ways many owners don't realize. Finally, the joy dogs find in car rides is a reflection of instinct, intelligence, and emotional connection. Dogs crave stimulation, novelty, and companionship, and a moving car satisfies all three. Their joy is a mix of curiosity, bonding, and instinctual excitement. Understanding why dogs love car rides allows us to create safer, happier, and more enriching experiences for them, deepening the human-animal bond with every journey. So the next time your dog jumps into the car, tail wagging and eyes bright, remember, it's more than just a ride. It's a journey of exploration, mental engagement, emotional connection, and shared adventure. Each trip strengthens trust, stimulates the mind, and fills their heart with joy. A car ride is a language of love, freedom, and companionship, and your dog knows it better than anyone. If this inspired you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your dog's favorite car ride moments in the comments. Do they stick their head out the window, whine with excitement, nuzzle your hand? Every dog experiences the joy of a ride differently, and every reaction tells a story of intelligence, emotion, and unbreakable connection.